walls with boughs of holly.
Hi guys, it's Shell with Creative Shell Bear, and we are on day 11 of our stocking stuffer series. So I was thinking, what is it that, someone would like in their stocking? And I always hear, Michelle, you make such beautiful cards. I wish I could make some. So I thought, why not just make some simple note cards, blank in the center, and stick those in our stocking for our recipient. This would also make a good, coworker gift or friend gift, or whoever you'd like, but it fits in our stocking, and that's my criteria. What I did is I took a 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock and I cut it across the top at 5.5, or in the middle, 5.5, and then we're going to fold that in half, and these give us our A2 cards. And to make this set, we're just doing a set of 4. You only need 2 sheets of 8.5 by 11 for your card bases. Then I got to looking at some of my pattern paper, and I fell in love with the little butterflies, and then in the same pad was this little matching piece of paper, and this is an 8.5 or a 6. It's a 6 by, I think it's a 6.5 by 4. I will look this up and hopefully put a link on the bottom, or at least tell you what brand it is. But for this set of cards, all you need is 2 sheets of each design, because the way that these are, the measurements gives you enough scraps to use for your stripe for your other cards. So it takes minimal supplies. It's just such an awesome gift for your recipient. Okay, so I cut these at, and I will put the measurements for all of this below, but you want this about 1/4 inch smaller around. So you're looking at, this is 4.25 by 5.5. So I cut this at 4 by 5.25 for my black. And then I just went down another 1/4 inch for each one. So this one's 5 by 3.75. Okay, and I went ahead and put double-sided tape on it. Okay, so I'm just going to stick that to our base. Kind of, make sure it's correct, up, down, side to side. And then I have double-sided sticky tape on this one also. And I'm just using black as my border piece. I just thought it would make the colors really pop. You can use any color you want to. If you're using a dark pattern, use white or pale pink, or whatever you want to do, whatever you think the recipient would like. And I thought about putting sayings or sentiments on the cards, but you never know what people want. So I thought I'll just leave them blank. That way they can fill in, they're blank. That way they can make them fit any occasion. Okay, and for our ribbon, or our strip across the front, this is 4 by 1.5, and then this I just cut down by 1/8. So this is 1 3/8 by 1 3/8 by 3 7/8. And again, that will be posted at the bottom. Okay, and just kind of estimate it. And this just puts just a little bit of a border all the way around it, just so that it doesn't blend in, perfectly with the other piece of paper. Okay. And then I just put it about an inch or so above, you know, from the bottom. And I just kind of guesstimate and just stick it on there. Okay, and what I did is I went through my stash and I found some bling that I thought would go really perfectly with this. And I found these really pretty, they're kind of like a soft green, a kind of like a khaki green color, and I thought that they would go really cute just to kind of bring in a little bit of kind of a finished look, kind of, you know, kind of brighten it up a little bit. So I just used some of these for everyone, for all my other cards. And for this one, I'm just kind of, you know, deciding what I think I like best. And I really like these little pearls. That's kind of what I used on the rest of them. So I think I'm just going to use some of the pearls. I'm just going to put 2 on this side. And isn't that cute? And it kind of just gives them a finished look. You add a nice look without, you know, spending a lot of time. Isn't that cute? Okay, let me show you the rest of them. So in this one, I just put the pearls, you know, in the corners, the little tiny pearls. This one, I just put 2 of the pearls on it. And then this one, I kind of used the little more rhinestoney look, and I just put 3 up the side. And they're all, aren't those cute? I mean, they only took maybe 10-15 minutes to make. And you have a beautiful gift. Okay, so you want to pair that with some envelopes. I have this pale pink satin ribbon. It's a ribbon au frais, and it's called light pink. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get enough of it so that I can kind of wrap it like a box. That way when we throw it in our stocking, it doesn't, you know, they don't all fall out of our design. So let me flip that, because we want the pretty part on the front. And since it's still attached, it's a little hard to work with, but I would prefer that it's, you know, a little bit, I want it a little bit, I want to make sure I have it long enough to tie a really pretty bow in the front. Okay. Okay, let me just flip this. Okay, and we can straighten these up in a minute. There we go. Okay, and then we're just going to tie just a simple little bow. Okay, but isn't that a perfect little gift? Who wouldn't love to get something like this in their stocking? Handmade cards, all they have to do is, you know, write a message. They didn't have to worry about making the card. Sometimes that's the hardest part for them. Because if they're insecure about making, you know, the card, they may not make them at all. So to have it already preformed and pre-made for them takes off that stress of, you know, just, it's just easier for them just to send a card. So out of my scraps, I cut out some 2-inch circles, and I cut out a solid white and then just one out of my scraps, and I'm just going to put it on the top. But first I'm just going to write a gift. For you. And then I'm just going to stick one of our little blings right there. Kind of dress it up. Isn't that nice and simple? And then I'm just going to put it on my ribbon. That's why I kind of did my pop dots, because I want them on my ribbon. I don't want them on my greeting cards. Okay, and there you go. What do you guys think? I think it's beautiful, absolutely adorable, and I think it'll be a treasured gift. So thank you guys so much for watching, and come back tomorrow for day 12.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly. 'Tis the season to be jolly.